friends, Samuel Graham, doing TCGs yet again. I'm really enjoying Dusk Till Dawn. You probably can tell. You know, I usually hide my opinions, my emotions really well when opening product and whatnot. So you probably had no idea that I was really liking Dusk Till Dawn. Well, on the off chance, you know, or the likelihood that you couldn't tell, I really like it. I love the art, even the box art. It starts with the box art. But I've also been having some really fun pulls with it. This is my fourth case that I'm opening. Case number 2 was, you know, it wasn't a dumpster fire. It was fairly average, like a decent case, whatever. First and third were both really good. I guess the second case did still have I believe it had a cold foil legendary and then had a rainbow foil legendary. Case 1 had a marvel and a cold foil legendary, along with a extent art majestic foil. Case 3 had a rainbow foil legendary, a cold foil majestic, a rainbow fabled, and a marble. We're going into case 4. Why don't we see, you know, which realm? Hey, we get ourselves one of the extended art heralds right after that. Let's see which realm this one lands in. Is this going to be in the pretty average, not bad? Or is this one going to be another, okay, that was rather impressive? 2 packs in, only common foils and only rares. Hey, there's a majestic. There's a banner out of gallantry for us. Alright, so we've got a majestic now. That means we can just start pulling straight fire. Or we can go back to common foils and rares. We can do that too. That's no problem. I love the art on these. I want to get all of them in cold foil. I think I've only pulled one of them in cold foil. Hey, there's a rare foil. I've only pulled one of the light set, the radiant set in cold foil so far. Would like to see a bit more. Battlefield Breaker. Scepter of Pain. So that's it. And my pulls for this set have thus far been extremely pleasant. There's a cold foil frontline plating. Nice to see a cold foil. I'm pretty sure I've already pulled 2 of those, but we did get Cleansing Light right behind it, and I love that card. Don't love the frontline set. It's fine. Ooh, there we go. Foil Chorus of Iron Song. Pulled a couple of regular ones, but I hadn't gotten a foil one yet. And a Requiem for Majestic 2. Good pack. I don't love the frontline plating as a rule. Just because every turn it gets weaker. So it's one of those, I mean, in Classic Constructed, I would argue it's borderline useless. And useless is a strong word. But in Classic Constructed, a lot of the times you're not trying to block with equipment early on. Is I guess what I'm really trying to get at. Frontline gauntlets. And with those, unless you block with them in the first 2 turns, you are not getting block value out of them. It goes down each of your end steps. Diabolic Offering. So it's just overall, you know what I mean. Not the most logic in playing that intentionally as an option if you've got something better to use. We'll put it that way. There's not a ton of logic to using it in most cases. Banneret of Vigor. Hey, there's Hack to Realty. Who knew people were selling houses all the time? And I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. I'm not really sorry, but it was a terrible joke. Y'all know me well enough. What was threadbare? What's a threadbare? You know I am making these jokes. You know I know they're bad, and you know I'm going to keep doing it. So, another foil Majestic. That's Diabolic Offering. Can't remember if I'd pulled that yet or not. So this box, while we do have 2 Rainbow Foil Majestics, the box, Dabble in Darkness, okay, there's Majestic 5. And we still have like 5 or 6 packs left. I think it's 5. So this might be a premature statement, but this box is somewhat uninspiring. But I say that basically with the extra foil Majestic being on rate. So I'm just being greedy at that point, I think. I think that's me being unfair. It may not be a ridiculous box, but it's definitely not a bad one. Pretty much straight, flat, average. Which is how boxes, how averages, and how randomization all work now, isn't it? So tell me to shut up and quit whining. And there's Majestic number 6. That puts us slightly ahead of rate with the extra foil Majestic. So I have nothing to complain about. I am just being a dingus, I believe is the technical term. So yeah, six Majestics, 2 Rainbow Foil Majestics, and a cold foil. That is a flat, slightly better than flat average box. Nothing to complain about there. And one of the foils was Chorus of Ironsong, which personally was on my I want it list. So, if you take that as an even extra bonus, hey, we got a spoiler. I don't love that those are in that last slot, so you get spoiled on the fact that you've got a Majestic coming. But that is our Soraya, Archangel of Erudition. I believe that is an extra one for me. But still, decent first Majestic. We won't be mad about that. Another great axe. So yeah, this stuff's really just kind of fun. I mean, especially with the seemingly random's the wrong word, but the goofy, because surgical extraction got short printed in Dynasty by mistake, they actually put surgical extraction in roughly same print quantity. There's a banneret into this set, but still with the old set still listed as a Dynasty card and all that jazz, which is fun. That's kind of neat. It's got goofy stuff like that. You've got ridiculously gorgeous Marvels in this set. You've got these extended art heralds that had been previously, they were extended art as promos. Several of them, I want to say, what was it, Rebirth and Protection? Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Radiant Raiment. I think that's the one I already had, but we will take a cold foil Radiant set. I believe it was those two. It may have been more than that even, honestly, that were content creator program like giveaway cards that they sent and said, hey, give these to your or basically, hey, keep one of these for yourself and then give the rest away. Use them to boost your channel. Runic Reckoning, which was a cool thing. So the foil ones were either that or various event or like big event promos, so they were kind of hard to come by. But so they used the non-foil versions as just a reprint, but a cool bonus reprint that are fairly rare. I'm only seeing 4 to 6 a case so far, like 1 or 2 a box. So that's just kind of a neat random bonus to my mind. I like that a lot. I definitely like that little quirk for this set. Well, I think I accidentally, yep. I was about to make another one of my goofy complaints and say, well, this is uninspiring, and then we get a rainbow foil Empyrean Rapture Legendary with a Majestic behind it. Now the extended art, the darker looking version of this one is awesome looking. Just a particularly fantastic looking card. So I hope to see one of those eventually. But if not, that's still a really good looking card. Both versions of it look spectacular, but I think the other version, the extended version, is even better. But hey, that is our first big hit for this case. Cleansing Light again. Hey, there's my third non-foil Chorus of Ironsong. So that wraps up Chorus for a play set for me, plus the foil. So I guess technically I already had a play set wrapped up, but you know what I mean. I like to have a non-foil play set and then the foil. You know what I mean. It's a whole thing. But so we got that now, and we got Empyrean Rapture. That's one thing that's been a little bit interesting with the 2.0 Cleansing Light. And hey, there's a Herald for us, which this may be a good thing, honestly, with the exception of widespread destruction. Not with the exception of that. That's not what I'm talking about at all. But a foil widespread destruction. With the exception of, and now with this set, we'll see how the foil versions of Crown of Providence go. But up until this set, with the exception of the rainbow foil Crown of Providence, the rainbow foil legendaries have really suffered as far as expendable limbs. As far as secondary market value, you know, with the Emperor cratering around $10 as a great example of that. But even stuff like a lot of equipment that seems to be fairly reasonably used inside of a given class, just, you know, $20 to $40 for the last couple of sets, which seems silly for a legendary, but at the same time, ooh, Oblivion, legendary Vincent. That's why I haven't seen this yet. Control exactly 6 rune chant, create Nazareth. Okay, that's why I hadn't pulled one of them yet, is because it is a legendary. Well, that was a very good box. Got that. Empyrean Rapture in rainbow foil. Radiant Raiment. 7 Majestics and a foil Majestic. Okie doke. How is the rest of the case going to treat us? I need to close up this box of wrapping. I think I've talked about how I do that. Try and cram all the wrappers into a box to minimize space that I am using with the wrappers. First pack dud. Box is gonna suck. I'm kidding. Because right then we get another Themis. This is, I think, my third of Themis, which is still a legendary. So we got a bunch of extra Archangel of Judgments. I guess there are worse problems to have. And dig up dinner. Well, this box was offended by me immediately calling out the first pack and saying this pack stunk. The box is going to stink, and was like, here. Gonna talk trash about us? Have 2 Majestics in a row, why don't ya? And one of them's an Archangel. Alright, alright. I see you're listening. I accept your tribute. Totally fine. Totally fine. Banneret of Vigor. There's a Cloak of Darkness, cold foil, which I believe I also already have that one. I believe that is true. Break them down. Call down the lightning. Don't mind if I do. Summon the thunder. I love Thor. I really want Thor. That's what make me an elemental. Just a lightning warrior. That's what I want. Or make it a paladin or something. But give me the Thor equivalent. That would be fun. So this box woke up for a second, gave us 3 Majestics, and a common cold foil. Does it have anything else to Cleansing Light? All right. Criticism revoked. See Cleansing Light. I'm automatically happy because it is a gorgeous card. Starstruck. There you go. Seems to be a fleck of misprint on the yellow bar. So that might be one of my keepers. That's one thing. I know a lot of people are like, I only want the pristine near mint copy for my collection. I'm kind of the other way. I will keep a playable card for my collection so that I can play it if I want. Because really, if it's in my collection, the only way it's going out is if I'm getting rid of my entire collection, at which point individual condition is gonna matter a little bit less because I'm just probably blasting out the whole thing out there just to get it done, right? So my tendency is if I have something with a defect or just a general light damage, bequest the vest beyond. Light damage, but it's playable. Like, in a sleeve, nobody cares kind of card. I'm going to keep that one. And I will send out the good condition cards. That is my personal, kind of personal MO. Now, I do typically try and have at least one copy of the card that is in excellent shape. Herald of Tenacity, another one of our extended reprints. Lay to Rest. And Dimensional Vortex. Just seems like a kind of fun card. I don't hate it. It definitely has its potential uses. So we don't have a rainbow foil majestic yet this box. We are otherwise already exactly on rate. So the only thing I would really, and there we are. So this answers my question. I pulled in my first case an extended art of this. This right here is the regular art foil version. So that is true. It is in both. I got the fancy one the first time. Love it. That also puts us exactly on rate for box 3. 2 packs left. Not expecting any major excitement here. We do, however, get a Vincent. My second copy of Adult Vincent. So that's nice. That's an excellent extra to have. That's the other thing. Stuff like that. Oh, gosh, and an 8th Majestic. Okay. Nothing overwhelmingly awesome in that box, but we got 2 extra Majestics. I'm in. Something like that. Most of the stuff, if like common or rare equipment, I'll usually go ahead and keep 3 of. Yes, I'll even do it with these silly frontline ones. Just to have it around in case I'm building extra decks, building a bunch of common, or whatever the case may be. Stuff that I'm keeping, but that might be handy teaching somebody the game, basically. I keep like 3 of those. But something, you know, like a Majestic or better. United We Stand. Yes, we do. Love this card. But like a Majestic or better equipment, I'm only keeping one, unless it's... I haven't seen them do this with a two-handed weapon. They've all been rare or lower, I think. A one-handed weapon, rather. If it were a one-handed weapon that could be dual-wielded, you know, at that point I would probably keep two, you know what I mean? But... So I guess like the assassin weapons, I only kept one of those. I think that's true. I might be lying, honestly. Maybe I kept two each. In any case, it doesn't matter. Overall, I'm usually just keeping one of them. So stuff like a Vincent or, you know, whatever Majestic piece of equipment, legendary, I'm probably only keeping one. So, extra Vincent is something for trade bait. I don't expect, you know, heroes typically, unless they're Starvo, don't, you know, get the same level of, oh, I want it, as other things. But still. Ooh. I just saw something. Okay. So that's that. Got a second rainbow foil. A second rainbow foil, Chains of Mephitis, and a cold foil. My second cold foil, Soulbound Resolve. Second legendary of the case. Second copy of that specific legendary in cold foil. Not mad at it. So this box just jumped into excellent. Let's see what else happens in this box to see if it drags the entire case from not bad to another legendary, a fabled, or a marvel. I think any one of those at this point would make that bump. Numbskull, Majestic 3. That said, where that cold foil landed, I expect that is probably the cold foil of this box. So I'm not expecting anything big to come and really hammer it over the line. But it's still pretty good overall. Even if it doesn't get bumped to the astonishing line, pretty good. Pretty good. I guess that Chains may have actually been the first rainbow foil of this box. I think that Widespread Annihilation was actually from the previous, wasn't it? I believe that is true. It doesn't super matter in the long run. They're all mine. Oof, though there is a second foil Majestic, Poison the Well. I'm in. Another pretty darn good case. Blistering Asphalt. I went for a sleeve instead of another pack. That tells me I need to stop opening packs for the night, I think. There's a Shaden Death Hydra. No more packs tonight. After this case, no more. Finish up the current allotment tomorrow. I'm having so much fun with it. I love this art. The art is amped up a notch. I love the cards. I'm having a fun time finding all this angel stuff, all the cool, nifty stuff, getting all these legendaries, getting all these cold foils, getting all these majestics. I definitely... Ooh, Herald of Ravages. I had hopes of Outsiders that, you know, being relatively less majestic would kind of result in a bump of majestic value, like secondary market value a little bit, which didn't really come about. If anything, Outsiders as a whole just kind of trickled off. Which I think is a shame because I also think it's a fantastic set, frankly. But this set is just kind of that fun again. Cleansing Light. Every now and then, the last pack. Every now and then you hit that, you know, that Outsiders that kind of felt bad. Well, there's definitely room for some of that in this set. I definitely don't think it's as extreme. Like this last box, we only got 5 regular Majestics, but we got 2 Rainbow Foil Majestics and a Cold Foil Legendary. So every box, every case I've opened so far has had at least a Cold Foil Legendary or a Marvel. At least one of them, which is fun. Now, let's take a quick gander. I know we saw some Prism fun. We saw Adult Vincent. United We Stand. Vortex. Starstruck. Oblivion. First time I'd seen that. Chorus. Themis. Soraya. Just another good run of Majestics. But... another foil Poison the Well, Chains, Widespread Annihilation, Destruction, Diabolic Offering, Chorus of Iron Song, oh yeah for me, Radiant, Frontline, and Cloak. I think I might actually have had all 3 of those already. That's a little bit frustrating, but not the end of the world. 2 legendaries, Empyrean Rapture, first time seeing that in person, love it. And a second cold foil, Soulbond Resolve. Which, light warrior, so it's not going in Dorinthia. But it looks real good. Good stuff. Those are our winners tonight. Got some more of the extended arts. Just a blast. I'm really loving this set. I hope you're loving it too. Loving going through it with me. I really appreciate your time regardless. Have a great rest of your night. Bye, y'all.